All right, it's time for another end of day post wave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. It's time to get ready for FOMC Day tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, and it's FOMC Day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time, followed by a press conference at 2:30. So it's going to be very interesting. No one knows what's going to be said, what's coming down the pike, but I don't think they're going to be touching those rates. But then again, you never know. So if you take a look here at gold, gold is really at a standstill right now. We had a narrow range inside day, not really things going on here. Trend line support still right there. The markets are not moving. Money's not being committed ahead of the FOMC, and we've entered now into the neutral zone in gold futures with bears holding the edge. As far as forex goes, here's the euro. The euro has also now moved into the neutral zone, but bears are holding the edge, and we're holding prices off at the trend line support. Next up is Bitcoin. You can see here that Bitcoin is in the bearish zone with the crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. That's kind of what I was afraid of, that the bears would take advantage of this rally, and that's exactly what has transpired here now. It's looking like the bears are about to take advantage. Moving on to the Doji coin. All right, it's still in that neutral zone. Been neutral for a minute, trading within this bar zone right here from the 19th. Just as I anticipated, prices ain't doing nothing but flip-flopping, bearish, bullish. Nothing's going on. Momentum is absolutely flat to non-existent, and that's the way it's going to stay until the markets get more information. What about Theta? Well, here's Theta. Theta is behaving likewise. All right, here is your bar right here from the 19th of May. Prices are staying in that zone. You are now in the neutral zone. However, with prices flip-flopping around from bullish to bearish, but neither one is gaining any ground on the other. Markets here are flatlined. Next up is your XRP Ripple. All right, same situation. You're moving sideways. This is your neutral bar right here from the 23rd. Here's the one from the 20th, and here's the one from the 19th, which was the 19th was a major day in the crypto space, as you can see. And this one had had another leg down, and it's been moving within this zone here, and that's what you see happening. You're in a bearish zone cycle, but you have no momentum. The market has no conviction up or down. Looking at the NASDAQ 100, we got a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Trend line support is right there. We're in a bullish zone. I don't think money's going to be committed until after this FOMC situation is done tomorrow. We'll see what pops off. Crude oil is still in the bullish zone. And the bulls are really stretching this market, getting deeper into the 70 handle now. 75 is my target. We'll see what happens from there. But you are in the bullish zone, and this one does have momentum behind it. So you got to ask yourself a question. What's really the truth? What's really going on? Taking a look here at the Russell My Hustle. It's in a bullish zone. However, the bears have taken control of this market. You're now in an official corrective position where prices could go down to the trend line support or even trade below it. So the Russell is pointing to a top in the equity market. Taking a look at the silver. Right now, silver is flatline too. You're just moving sideways, but the bears are in control. You've been in a corrective state, but to be quite honest, you're not really getting a leg down. You're just moving sideways. So even though the bears are keeping this one muted at this point in time, there's no conviction here to take prices even lower. What you're doing is you're playing it safe around the trend line support, and there's really no conviction there to do anything. Even with the absence of bids entering the market, the sellers are just here. There's not a lot of new selling going on, except for when you get these intraday pops here and here. You got the bears to come in and drive it right back down. So they're catching these little scalps, if you will, to keep prices at bay and keep it on an even keel. But there's no real there's nothing real going on, man. There's just nothing going on. Markets are like at a standstill. They don't know what to do. Take a look at your grains. Look at your soybeans. Soybeans are really coming off now. So the scare that we had about inflation has seemed to be now fully digested in the market, and the bears are driving prices even lower. You're in a neutral zone, but prices are falling. You've fallen below the trend line support. You've fallen below the top of the Kumo cloud, and now you've fallen deeper inside the cloud, marching on your way toward testing the Kumo support, which is the bottom of the Kumo cloud. If that doesn't hold, prices just fall off of a cliff, even though you're in a neutral zone. So very interesting price patterns that are emerging in some of these markets. What about the Australian dollar? You're in that neutral zone, and look at this. There's no conviction at all. Prices are moving sideways. Bears have been keeping prices at bay. But there is a possibility now that perhaps we're getting close to coming to some type of decision. At some point, the prices are going to either explode higher or crash and burn and fall off of the cliff. We just don't know which way the market's going to go yet. Here's the Canadian dollar. Now, you would think the Canadian dollar will be getting some help from crude oil, but that's not happening. You did get this technical bounce off the lows, but nothing really significant. The overhead trend line resistance is the initial target. You have now officially entered the neutral zone. So between the overhead trend line resistance and the bottom of the Kumo cloud, those are your targets here in the Canadian dollar. And last but not least, the U.S. dollar. Here's how that's shaping up. So the U.S. dollar has officially entered in the neutral zone. It hit the overhead trend line resistance initial target and now has backed off. Momentum has cooled. Momentum has flatlined. There's really no conviction. You would have thought maybe the bears will come in and sell it, but that's not happening either. It's kind of just being sustained, floating in mid-air. Really interesting situation. Let's see here. You said something about Hex. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a new crypto? If it is, I don't have that data and put it into the pulse waves just yet. Been working on some things, but that is not something that's there just yet. I know there's a lot of things going on. There's new SPACs being created, seems like every week, and there's new cryptos coming to market as well. And I don't have any new cryptos at this time. I'm working on adding some new stuff, but I have nothing to add at this time. All right, so the key takeaway from today is get ready for FOMC tomorrow. You don't know what's going to be talked about. You don't know what the Fed's going to say or how they're going to say it or what they're not going to say. And you don't know what's going to come out of that press conference. I don't think there's going to be any shock or surprises. And I know G7's been meeting, and it's just there's so much going on right now. It's a lot for the market to digest. This is why you need the pulse waves, because the pulse waves let you know exactly what you should be doing. And if you should be siding with the bears or siding with the bulls, it tells you how to do it. It gives you a plethora more information than what I can put in these videos. And that's how you're able to be on the right side of the market and make some money. It is not complicated. I've done all the rocket science for you. All you have to do is follow simple instructions. All right. And with that being said, you know what it is. Oh, you say Hex is being backed by Reggie Middleton? All right. I'm going to have to look into that. That's definitely worth looking into. All right, that's all I got for now. Smash that like button. And if you are not already subscribed to the Pulse Waves, you need to head on over to PulseWaveTrading.com and handle your business, man. You don't want to miss out on big market moves that are coming our way. And you know what it is. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.